This is Matt Pappas. He's going to nail his foot to a skateboard.
You filming?
Don't do it, Matt.
I initially stumbled upon this channel on the subreddit Internet Mysteries. On the 22nd of September 2010, a YouTube video titled Cactus Slap Mod was uploaded by a user that went by the name Matt Pappas 1. The video would showcase a man slapping himself with a cactus on his face. I'm not sure I can show it here, but it doesn't even look that bad, though you could clearly see the spikes sticking on his face. He also provided no further context on this. At first, it may seem like another one of those challenges that are common on the platform. However, this wasn't the case. Another video with the title Left Behind Mod was uploaded on the same day and would showcase the same man, this time referred to as Matt, nailing his own foot to the skateboard. In the video, we can hear the person holding the camera asking Matt to stop. However, he wouldn't.
This is Matt Pappas. He's going to nail his foot to a skateboard.
You filming?
I am filming. Why is he doing this? We do not know. Oh God. Don't do it, Matt.
The cameraman would then follow Matt, skating around the city with his foot still attached to the board. After skating for a while, the two men would forcefully remove the nail from the board, freeing Matt's foot.
Starting to bleed a little bit.
Oh.
Let me know when you're ready.
Just keep going.
Alright.
Is it all the way? Oh. It's not budging, dude. Hold on.
Keep your foot there. I'm gonna yank it.
The entire YouTube channel is filled with similar content centered around this type of self-torment. All of the videos were uploaded on the same day, and it seems that he performs all of these stunts without any anesthesia and while being completely sober. In another video, he uses a hammer once again to nail his foot. I obviously cannot show everything here because of its graphic nature, but it's still somehow available on YouTube after nearly 14 years. There seems to be no sensible reason for his actions. Some argue that he was just trying to seek attention, while others believe that he could be into masochism. In the final video titled Relativity, he places his hand on a hot, burning pan. I honestly can't make sense of why he's doing this, but it seems it's mostly for the camera or a mental illness. The channel has since been inactive, and to this date, we have no explanation or context on what exactly was happening in these videos. By the way, just for a reminder, if you liked the video so far, make sure to subscribe to stay up to date.
Пару шагов, пару шагов, пару шагов. Хи-хи-хи-хи. Ура. Ладно. Ой, дурак, дурак. Ой, Спарта.
Vladislav Roslyakov, also known as Big Slims, was a Russian Minecraft YouTuber, infamous for committing mass shootings at the Kurt Polytechnic College in October 2018. 4 years prior, when he was 14, Vladislav opened a YouTube channel named Big Slims, where he would upload gameplay videos of Minecraft. At the age of 10, Vladislav's parents broke up when his father sustained a head injury, became disabled, and began abusing him and his mother after being intoxicated. And due to the stress, Vladislav's grades began plummeting, and in 2015, he joined Kurt Polytechnic College to pursue a career as an electrician. During his time there, he became interested in explosives and weapons, and began carrying a knife to class. On one occasion, he discharged pepper spray in a classroom without providing any further explanation for his actions. On September 8, 2018, Vladislav purchased a shotgun, and later on October 13, 2018, bought 150 rounds of ammunition from a gun shop. On October 17, 2018, Vladislav entered the college and began shooting people. He took the lives of 20 and injured 70 others before taking his own life. He also targeted computer monitors, locked doors, and fire extinguishers by firing at them. Additionally, a large homemade nail explosive was detonated by him during the attack, and local police reported deactivating more explosives on the campus. The victims of this attack were mostly students studying there. A series of disturbing footage captured by the CCTV camera was made public. I can't show much more here, but there are nearly 12 minutes of footage on Reddit. Another individual named Daniel Polkin became obsessed with Vladislav later on, and in 2018 attempted to copy him by carrying out a similar attack using an axe and Molotov cocktails, resulting in serious injuries to a girl. He was sentenced to 7 years in a juvenile jail.
Alright, this is to all my fellow Christians. Look, yo, we gotta come together, man. You know, these atheists is on that dumb shit, man. I'm pretty sure that some of these atheists are gonna come on this video talking that bull because you know they're coming after me.
Anthony Powell was an American YouTuber and commentator known for his angry and outrageous rants about black women and atheists. He was active on the platform between 2007 and 2009 and had a pretty decent fan following considering the number of people on the site back then. Eventually, his videos started becoming more offensive, with him directly threatening to kill anyone who disagreed with him.
We have to stand up for what Jesus did. He died on the cross. He was tortured, beaten, spit on, made fun of, mocked, like we're getting mocked. We gotta stand together, my Christian brothers and sisters. We have to. If we don't, then we're all gonna just fall. It's as simple as that. These Muslims, these atheists, these other religions, any of these people, these homosexuals are our enemies. They're our enemies. And we have to stand against them and take them down.
He'd repeatedly make aggressive hate comments towards black women, advocating that they should be nothing but servants to their husbands. He was also a devout Christian and believed that atheists were a threat to society and therefore must be exterminated.
The atheists have been defeated. These mother have been caught on their bush. They've been obeying access to truth. I'm gonna show you and tell you how pathetic and ignorant and stupid these atheists are. You know what, people? I can make 50. I'm probably gonna make about 1,000 more videos clowning on you filthy, disgusting atheist.
As if his behavior wasn't alarming enough, his videos took an even darker turn as his mental health began to deteriorate. He became increasingly detached from reality, as he expressed having mental issues and mentioned owning a shotgun, claiming that he was scared and that it isn't going to be pretty. Viewers would express their concerns in the comment section and advise Anthony to take care of his mental health. Anthony's parents advised him to take the medicine. Meanwhile, he discovered another YouTuber named Asia McGovern. At the time, Asia was just 20 years old and would often post videos about her dance routines and comedy skits. Asia was an atheist and had completely different beliefs compared to Anthony. This would push Anthony to repeatedly stalk and harass her online. He would use multiple fake accounts to abuse her in the comment section of her YouTube channel, all in an effort to suppress her beliefs. Anthony would continue this behavior for a few weeks, prompting Asia to respond.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Okay, this don't go out to all the YouTube people. It goes out to just about YouTube haters. Yeah, so finally paid attention to you. For the people that just felt like they had to come on my page and hate and think that they were going to get like some comments back from me, well, you thought wrong, and I just feel like it's stupid to leave messages on people's pages.
Asia would go on to post a video on her channel addressing all the bullying. However, this would only make things worse. Coincidentally, Asia and Anthony both resided in the same area and attended the same college. On the 13th of April 2009, Anthony entered Henry Ford Community College and made his way towards Asia's classroom, shooting her with a shotgun and taking her life on the spot. He would then turn the gun on himself and take his own life. By the time police reached the site, both Anthony and Asia had unfortunately passed away.
I'm here to help share how the universe works. Every detail, every principle, every fact, every single type of mathematical equation and scientific relation. You could say the religion of it all, the universal and original religion. This episode we will be talking about pedophilia, and we'll be sharing the truth about it.
Josiah Mizukami is a Malaysian host and YouTuber who made a series of bizarre posts on YouTube in 2022 discussing his unsettling views on life. He'd delve into topics such as intercourse with minors as an adult, portraying it as something completely normal or even righteous. While many found his videos quite strange and extreme, some began to consider him a deity and started following him like a cult leader. Additionally, he claimed to have discovered a cure for cancer and COVID. Initially, he didn't receive as much attention until a Twitter user that went by the username BXBulletTV shed some light on his seemingly disgusting behavior.
Pedophilia in itself is completely righteous. It is harm-free. Pedophilia in itself is something that we all have naturally in our core architecture. Appreciation, love, a type of reaction, a chemical reaction. You could say something that is connected to flowing positive energy from one person to another. As one organism, of course, we are one. As individuals in this democracy, we are individual and we are related and we are family. We are meant to love each other.
Inspired to get him behind bars, a guy named Alex Rosen set Josiah up to admit that he would gladly engage in explicit acts with a child as young as 5 years old. In a video call they both had, Josiah said, quote, "If the 5-year-old says yes, they're actually giving their democratic vote and that is their right. So as long as it is harm-free, it is perfect." After the conversation, Rosen would disguise himself on Instagram as a 5-year-old and 13-year-old on 2 separate accounts, catfishing Mizukami in order to bait him. Unfortunately, Mizukami would take the bait and would plan to meet Rosen for intercourse. Due to this, Rosen would fly out to Hawaii, where Mizukami was residing, and would confront him with the evidence.
Right here, around the corner. Right here around the corner.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Nice to meet you, man.
Hey! Yeah, it's good to see you on video too.
Good to see you too. Yeah, so I gotta talk to you about some stuff going on.
What's up, man?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of curious, dude. Like, I'm just here to talk to you about what's going on, stuff like that, all right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Absolutely.
How old is Maddie?
She said she was about 13 or 14 or so.
Okay. Do you assume she's one of those? You assume like she's one of those ages, 13 or 14?
That's what she said.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And how old is
her social media?
Yeah. And how long is your sister? Or how old is your sister?
She said she was 5.
5 years old? Okay. Cool. Got it. So, I mean, so Maddie was talking to you, or was her sister talking to you, or just Maddie, or do you think you guys were loving with each other, like you and Maddie and you, like, would you say y'all were like pretty loving with each other?
Yeah, absolutely.
Josiah Mizukami was arrested in Hawaii on accounts of promoting explicit materials to minors and electronic enticement of a child.
Yes, ma'am. Well, wonderful. Yeah. How you doing? What's happening today?
Hi, so he's here to meet a 13-year-old girl and a 5-year-old girl that he wanted to, he said he wanted to get married to them.
If you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to get married to this 13 and 5-year-old girl. He basically said he wants to have with them, and admitted to wanting to have with them if they're cool with it, of course. We're posing as said girl, but he's had real minors before in person. 40th state.
Okay. And why am I being arrested? I would actually not agree to this, obviously. You mean I'm being arrested for promoting good?
One Redditor claimed to have known Josiah for 8 years, stating that he suffers from a messiah complex. According to them, threatening him with violence would only worsen the situation, as he cannot process things logically and poses a danger to himself. And it honestly seems to be accurate, since during the interaction with Rosen and the police, there was not a single moment where he truly believed he did something wrong. You could genuinely tell that he was fully detached from reality. One of Josiah's family members expressed concern about his condition, stating that he has become mentally unstable and is spreading very inappropriate messages through his videos. It reads as follows: Josiah has completely lost his mind and has some type of superiority complex. He also has an active assault case against him for having intercourse with a girl, that's the word of her parents, because she has the mental capacity of a child. He also has a sister that was assaulted as a child, and he knew how it devastated her life. For him to post this is vile and deplorable. A lot of these posts are very dangerous, such as a so-called baby formula that's better than breast milk. Half of the ingredients will kill a baby or make it very sick. Please report this video. This is a very dangerous message he's sending out. While he remains in custody, he hasn't been sentenced yet. He could face up to 15 years in prison.
Hi everyone, this is a YouTube video that I made, community service.
Zaharie Shah was a skilled and experienced Malaysian pilot with over 18,000 hours of flight experience and a spotless record. He was respected among his peers for his professionalism and dedication to his job. On April 27, 2010, Zaharie started his YouTube channel, where he uploaded seemingly ordinary videos, focusing on various tutorials aiming at helping people with their everyday tasks. One of the first videos on the channel was uploaded on January 11, 2013, titled How to Tune Aircon to Save Electricity, in which he shared his ideas and tips on reducing electricity bills. And Zaharie went on to post 4 more videos, all of which were various tutorials aimed at helping people with their everyday tasks.
Okay, today I'm going to show you how to clean service the air conditioning unit, the indoor unit. Okay, lift up the bottom pipe, then go to the top and...
While watching these videos, no one would expect Zaharie to be involved in one of humanity's greatest mysteries. This is because Zaharie Shah was the captain of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, the same airline that disappeared on March 8, 2014, while en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, with 239 people on board. To this day, there is no trace of the plane, and it remains unclear why the plane suddenly disappeared. Shortly after leaving Malaysian airspace, Zaharie's plane vanished from the radar, and its transponder was manually turned off. The plane then mysteriously changed direction before completely disappearing over the Indian Ocean. While some believed it was an accident, many argued that Zaharie planned all of this beforehand, deliberately turning off the transponder and suddenly doing a 180 with the plane towards Australia. Many assume that the plane crashed into the Indian Ocean. Close associates of Zaharie claim that his mental health had been deteriorating for years. He also faced significant issues in his marriage, leading him to flirt with multiple women online. However, the strongest evidence against Zaharie was that he had practiced a similar flight route on his very own flight simulator that Malaysian Airlines 370 took on that day. This suggests that perhaps Zaharie had planned all of it, and his goal was to end it all together with all passengers. But this is only one of many theories, and this case remains a mystery.
Hey, how you all doing? Hey, I'm just doing this short video, number 9, Journey's End.
On the 8th of July 2020, a user went by Daryl Leaf would post a video on his channel documenting his life and journey as a cancer patient. Daryl was diagnosed with colorectal cancer on the 19th of September and has been battling with the disease ever since.
I would know that I have a stage 4 colon cancer. You know, I wasn't going to make these videos. I have watched a whole lot of them, of people sharing their journeys and so forth. And, you know, I got to say, there's quite a few of them that I've watched that the journey hasn't ended well, you know.
In the description of one of the videos, Daryl explains his condition and how unlikely it is for him to survive. It reads, "The tumor in my liver appears to be quite aggressive and has grown. I was surprised to see how much it had grown when I saw the scan. It may also be obstructing a bile duct too, so that may start to cause me some health problems. Which is quite funny because people see me and say, 'Wow, you look great. You don't look sick.' Well, up until now, there were no signs or symptoms, but they are not far away if this liver is not sorted. Cancer is a funny thing, and it can go downhill very quickly. Having said all that, there's now a very, very small chance I could be cured if the operations and chemo mop up work. But even if they do get the cancer out of me, it doesn't mean I'm in the clear. There will be more monitoring and scans for a set period, usually 5 years, before the all clear is given. In his videos, he'll often express that he thinks that this disease will eventually take his life.
I do believe that this will kill me, alright? And I've been, yeah, stage 4. Very few people get that sorted.
Daryl will continue posting, sharing detailed updates about his treatment journey and his experiences along the way. He'd also go through a total pelvic exenteration, where they removed all the organs from his pelvis area. While everyone hoped that he'd eventually recover, this unfortunately would not be the case. On the 2nd of November 2022, Daryl would upload a video titled, "My Cancer Journey 9, Journey's End." Unfortunately, this would be the last time we would ever hear from Daryl again.
Journey's End, so you can guess what's coming from that. I just wanted to do this short video to let you know that maybe today, yesterday, day before, I actually passed away. So I'm no longer here, alright?
Daryl Leaf would pass away on the 2nd of November 2022. It was honestly really heartbreaking to see him slowly approaching his death, and I hope he rests in peace. The description of his last video reads as follows. "Hello everyone. Unfortunately, this will be my last video. As you can see, I can barely string a sentence together. My lungs have suffered quite a bit. This video is really just letting everyone know that I have passed away. Despite everything, I feel quite lucky, as I've had the opportunity to plan for my passing, which most people do not get to do. Passing in this way, seeing it coming, which is how I have always wanted to go, has taught me not to take too many things too seriously and relax." Austin Harrouff is a name that has become synonymous with a tragic and disturbing incident that took place in 2016. His story isn't just one of a young man involved in a horrifying crime, but it is also a cautionary tale about mental illness and the complexities of the human psyche. On a small YouTube channel named A Frost, he'd upload mostly covers of bodybuilding videos.
I no longer want to follow Arnold or any other bodybuilder. I want to follow myself, you know? I just know that they're not me, you know?
It's mostly him talking about how he doesn't want to take steroids, which he also mentions in this video.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you about why I don't do steroids. And the reason is, I don't want to, you know? I don't feel like it'd be beneficial for me to do steroids, you know? It just wouldn't, because it damages my health. I feel like I have to depend on it every day. That's a life not worth living for me, you know?
While his channel didn't really contain anything controversial, his activities outside of it are completely insane. The events surrounding Austin Harrouff unfold like a horrific tale, filled with violence, mental deterioration, and ultimately, a legal battle that captured national attention. To understand the entirety of this case, we must delve into the details of that fateful night, the investigation that followed, and the ensuing trial that sought to understand not just the what, but the why behind the actions of Austin Harrouff. On the evening of August 15, 2016, in the quiet town of Tequesta, Florida, Austin Harrouff, then a 19-year-old college student, committed an act so gruesome it will leave the community and the nation in shock. Harrouff, who had no prior criminal history and was known among his peers as a friendly, albeit somewhat introvert student, inexplicably attacked a couple, John Stewart and Michelle Mishkin, in their garage. The attack was brutal and unprovoked, leaving both victims deceased. The brutality didn't end with their deaths. Harrouff proceeded to inflict post-mortem wounds on Stevens, including biting his face, which earned him the moniker the face-biting killer in media reports. What could lead a young man, with no apparent motive or history of violence, to commit such a barbaric act? This question would become the centerpiece of the investigation and trial that followed. Initial speculation centered around the possibility of substance abuse, specifically flakka or bath salts, substances known to cause erratic and violent behavior. However, toxicology reports later revealed that Harrouff had no traces of known hallucinogenic substances in his system at the time of the attack. The focus then shifted to Harrouff's mental state. In the days leading up to the attack, Harrouff's behavior had become increasingly erratic. His social media posts and interactions with family and friends indicated a descent into mental turmoil. Harrouff himself would later claim to have been fleeing a demon he called Daniel at the time of the attacks, further complicating the narrative with elements of psychosis. And this information became crucial in the legal battle that followed, as his defense team would argue that Harrouff was experiencing a severe mental health crisis, which rendered him incapable of distinguishing right from wrong at the time of the crime. The trial, delayed multiple times partly due to the pandemic, was a focal point of media attention, stirring debates about the criminal justice system and how society deals with cases that fall in the gray area between deliberate malevolence and uncontrollable mental breakdown. Harrouff pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, a defense that hinges on the ability to prove that the defendant wasn't aware of their actions or could not discern right from wrong due to their mental state. And throughout the trial, harrowing details of the attack were presented, along with testimonies from medical experts, family members, and Harrouff himself. The defense argued that Harrouff's mental state was the sole catalyst for his actions, highlighting the failure of societal structures to provide adequate support and intervention before the tragedy occurred. Conversely, the prosecution questioned the validity of his claims, emphasizing the brutality of the attacks and the need for justice for the victims and their families. As the legal proceedings have drawn to a close, the community, the victims' families, and Harrouff himself are left to grapple with the aftermath of a tragedy that has no simple explanation or resolution. At the end, he was admitted to a mental health facility and was found not guilty. If you haven't seen the previous episode, click here to see it.